Hey there, today we're going to talk about how to record a deposit paid from a customer for a job yet to be done and invoiced. So I am in the demo company to explain this in Xero, and we're going to look at this transaction here received from Jacaranda Maple Systems. So they've paid a deposit for some future work, and we're going to show you how to record that. So if we go into find and match across the side, we're not going to try and match it to anything because we haven't invoiced them yet, and we're going to come down to new transactions and receive money. At this area here, we want to make sure that the name looks like we want it to look, or if it's a current customer, we actually select our current customer. We do that by typing over what is there. We have a customer set up already under Jacaranda System. Select that, and then we're going to change our direct debit payment to a prepayment. This is going to turn our screen yellow, and at this stage we can put a reference if we have a job number for them in a job management system, or anything you'd like to put in there to reference that, you can. And then a description as to what this was for. Again, you can freeform that, whatever information you want to put in there, please feel free. And then we're going to code this transaction. Now there's two ways we can code this, and that's going to depend on your system setup or advice from your accountant or your bookkeeper. So we can either code this to sales, which is an income code with GST, and that will then still sit in the profit and loss report, or we would ideally code it to customer deposits, which is a liability account set up in the balance sheet to record that a deposit's been paid but the work hasn't been done yet, and there's GST on that as well. Now the reason we're claiming GST on the deposit is because it's the time of supply rules kick in. The time of supply is when you're invoiced for the job or the payment's first made. So the payment has been made, so we need to account for the GST on that. At that stage, we're going to save that transaction, and we're going to reconcile that with that bank account. Now, if we go in and have a look at the debtors account, now your debtors are the people who owe you money, so who you've invoiced, done work for and invoiced. And if we jump into awaiting payment, we will actually see this credit sitting here for Jacaranda Systems. So that says to us that they've actually prepaid $2,000, but there was no invoice to attach it to. And you'll see a PP showing on the little yellow tag there. Now, once the invoice has been generated in Xero, you can then allocate that credit to that invoice at whatever stage that happens. So that's how you record a prepayment in Xero. If you have any questions, get in touch with us. Happy to help.